Hey you guys, what's up? So I'm coming to you guys with another video. I'm not in the military anymore. I feel like if you go on YouTube, there's like this realm of YouTubers that are in the military, and I feel like they can give you better information than I can because I wasn't in the military for that long. I did get discharged honorably, don't get twisted, but I wasn't in for that long. I was in for like a little over 2 years. Yeah, a little over 2 years, almost 3 years. So I feel like there's a lot more YouTubers, Instagrammers, and everything that can, of people that can give you better information than I can. But for those who want to know what happened to me in the military and my story with the military, my story with the army from start to finish, because you were watching my videos from the get-go, or even if you're just want to know my experience, I am going to let you know in this motherfucking video. I'm going to start with basic training.
Taking basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina.
Basic training was a great experience. I got physically fit, learned so much about communication, I learned so much about determination, and I really let my guard down during basic training, and I love that basic training did that to me. I have a video on my channel talking about a story time of one thing that happened to me during basic training, and there were other incidents that happened to me during basic training. Basic training is one of those places where you're gonna fuck up unless you're one of those super soldiers, which there was super soldiers, but I wasn't one of those super soldiers. Okay, I got a question from a young lady who asked about relationships lasting during basic training. Do people cheat? Do people not cheat? In basic training, there is a no fraternization rule. People are people. People have feelings. People fuck. People do cheat in basic training. It happens a lot. And it's one of those things where it's like, what happens in basic stays in basic. Sometimes some people drag it to AIT. So yeah, that was basic training for me. Okay, now AIT. I got a lot of questions about this as well because I made a video about an update about me reclassing, and a lot of people had so many questions about me reclassing, and I'm gonna give you guys the inside scoop right now. The AIT I went to was in Fort Sam Houston, Texas.
Williams, what time is it?
Formation!
Huh? Hello. You're a weirdo. Oh my god. Oh my god, boring video.
My MOS was a medic at first, 68 whiskey if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I picked that. I thought I would like it, but once I got there, I did not. I kind of forgot that in high school I sucked at anatomy. So why would I want to be a combat medic? Why would I want to do anything with hospitals? I got there and I knew right off the bat that I did not like the MOS that I chose. And it sucks because a lot of people do that. They go to an MOS and they're like, holy shit, this is not what I want to do. And they go through it and they have to go through it for years until they can reclass. They told us, you flunk out 3 times, you're out. You get reclassed. And it kind of hit me like a huge star. Just, I can reclass? That's a thing? What? I took it upon myself to fail. I can say this now because I'm not in the military anymore and I feel like I'm not gonna get in trouble, but I took it upon myself in AIT to fail my exams so that I could reclass. Now, I'm saying this very loosely because I don't want anybody out there to see this video and think I can reclass and I can have any job I want. I didn't want this job, now I can get another job. That's not how it is. So I'm gonna take it step by step of the process of what happened when I reclassed. So I failed out. They pulled me from the class. I was with other people. There was other people that failed out as well. I remember them sitting us down and telling us what options we have. They give you a book that says different jobs that the Army needs at the moment. They change all the time. Some of them aren't available when you go ahead and you choose. Some of them are available. So they gave us descriptions of the jobs, how long the AIT is, where the AIT is, and the qualifications to get that job. Because on top of you reclassing, you have to remember that your ASVAB score is what qualifies you for each job. So even if you wanted to be an information technology specialist, if your ASVAB score wasn't high enough, you wouldn't be able to become an information technology specialist. So they made us pick our top 3. I went ahead and I picked what I wanted to, and I gave it to the sergeant. I was shitting bricks, I'm not gonna lie, because it's not something that I thought about when I thought of not wanting to be a medic. I never thought of, what are my other choices? I thought my choices were gonna be endless like they were when I was at MEPS, but it wasn't. When it came down to finding out where I was going, they called me in. He told me that I was gonna go and do the construction job. He was like, that's what they picked for you, construction. I was like, my heart sank to my butthole. I remember he was like, here you go, here's your paperwork. And then he gave me my paperwork, and I was so sad. I didn't even look at the paperwork. I just took the paperwork and I left. One of the people that was reclassing with me, they were like, where are you going? I was like, I'm going to Oklahoma. I got the construction job. So she looked at my papers and she was like, your papers don't say that MOS. And then I looked at it, I was like, what are you talking about? She was like, it doesn't say that MOS, it says 25 Bravo, information technology specialist. And I was like, I looked at the paper and I was like, oh, this motherfucker lied to me. I went down, I like took my stuff, I like ran out. I was like, the paper says information technology specialist, doesn't say construction. And then the sergeant was like, you finally read your paperwork, soldier. Yes. I was just kidding. I wanted to see you sweat a little bit. And I was like, this motherfucker. I got lucky and I got the stuff that I wanted. A lot of other people didn't. A lot of the guys got infantry and they didn't want infantry. I know the sergeant told me that my ASVAB score played a big part in the fact that I got what I wanted. Do it at your risk. If you're going to reclass and you're going to reclass on purpose, you're going to fill out your test on purpose, reconsider. Think about it first. Think about it first, because the Army's going to put you where they want to put you. Make sure you pick what you want when you're at MEPS. Think about it. Is this something that I want to do when I get out of the Army? How is this going to benefit me when I get out of the Army? So definitely think about that. Think about it, think about it, think about it. I got my orders that day. The next day, I was gone. That's how fast they were over me. So I went to Fort Gordon. Fort Gordon was awesome as well.
How's it going? Hey.
No.
Yes,
No.
Kobe, stop
No.
it. Stop,
No.
Kobe.
Give a
Where are we
fuck.
going?
To the movies.
Where are we going?
To the damn movies. We're going to IHOP.
Met a whole bunch of people. I was there for 28 weeks.
None of my shit on ice.
What are we saying this time?
We're going to concurrent training.
Current training.
Started from the whole team fucking started from the now we're here in formation. I got you on IG. No, we don't want to make a third rank. No, Butler.
When I got to the regular Army, I was given orders to Fort Riley, Kansas. I hated it. I hated Kansas.
So my fucking car window wants to freeze up when I'm in McDonald's fucking drive-thru. I'm pressing the button. This motherfucker doesn't want to go down. And I gotta be all ratchet. Open my fucking door. Damn, my nigga can't even stunt.
It was boring.
I'm hiding. I'm not trying to do no work today. It's Monday. I'm tired. Bitch, please. This is where I'm staying all day.
It wasn't my type of fun. When I got there, it was very cold.
So, I just tried to walk through the snow. That shit right there, nigga. The snow almost sucked me into like hell, and the wind almost blew me up to heaven. And I'm sitting so awkward. Kansas sucks.
So going out was not ideal for me. It was hard for me. I feel like I couldn't relate to anybody around me. Work-wise, I loved it. I met my husband while I was in Fort Riley, and that's who I spent most of my time with. Hence, we had a baby. That's where my journey ends. I saw a way out, and that's how my journey came to an end. I got pregnant. I got out when I got my briefing about me being pregnant. It's crazy, but yeah, I got briefed. And they asked me, they said, if you want, you can get out. Honorable discharge, whole 9 yards. Keep your benefits, airtime free. And if I wanted to re-enlist again, I could. I felt like that was the best decision for me. I always felt like I could not relate to anybody. Even when I was in AIT, I felt like I could not relate to anybody's goals, to anybody's aspirations in the military. I always thought to myself, like, what do I want to do? And I always looked around me and I felt like I could just not relate to anybody at all. I didn't want to look like everybody else. I didn't want to do what everybody else was doing. If I would have stayed in, I feel like I would have gone officer, only because I felt like I wanted to make changes to the military in perspective of like doing more things for the soldiers. I'm making sure people were taken care of, making sure soldiers were taken care of, making sure their mental health was taken care of, making sure that people weren't feeling alone, making sure people weren't trying to harm themselves or other people, trying to make the feeling of a company, a battalion, a brigade more comfortable, more inviting, more family-like. I would have wanted to do that. I felt like when I was in, it didn't feel like that. I felt alone. And I feel like there's other soldiers that feel the same way. And I feel like that's why a lot of soldiers kill themselves. That's why a lot of soldiers go AWOL. That's why a lot of soldiers steer away to drinking, to doing drugs. Because they don't teach soldiers how to cope. They don't teach soldiers about mental health issues. It's a stigma in the military to have any issue, health, mental, anything. It's a stigma. They call you crazy. They disown you pretty much, and they deem you as that person that has issues, instead of making you feel welcomed and making you feel like, yes, you do have these issues. Let's get you help. We love you here. We want you to be the best soldier that you can be. Let's get you help. Let's get you fixed up. And if you have to be med boarded, you'll be med boarded. It's fine. It's okay. You're gonna get taken care of. I feel like that's what everybody wants in life. And if I would have stayed in, that's what my mission would have been. I don't know what realm of the military that's in, but that's what I would have wanted to definitely be involved in. Sometimes I'm like, man, I really wish I could go back in just so I can do what I wanted to do. But here I am. Yeah, that's about it. I feel like I've been rambling on. And I feel like some people are not gonna get me in the ending of this. I feel like a lot of people are gonna be like, bitch, you copped out. You left when you were pregnant. All these aspirations are bogus, but it's okay. It's all right. It's my thoughts and my opinions and what I wanted to do and what I felt like I could bring to the table. Other than what I did for my job, because I feel like I was an awesome 25 Bravo. I always did my job. Thank you. But that's pretty much it. I can't think of any other questions people had for me. I know I always get questions from females asking, should I join? Should I join? Should I join? The biggest thing that I can tell you is to ask yourself, what goals do you want to accomplish? Why are you going to the military? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you like to do? Is it computers? Is it working on cars? Is it doing paperwork, because that's a job, human resources? Is it working in as a dental assistant, working in a hospital, working with radios, anything? What is it that you like to do? Not even what you want to do. What is it that you like to do? Because that's what you're going to do every single day, plus more, because they like to, give you extra jobs, like mow the grass and clean toilets and floors and all that other stuff. Because you're going to be a janitor too, girl. You're going to pick up cigarette butts too, girl. That's my answer to you. What is it that you like to do? And whatever you like to do, strive for that job in the military. I'm never going to tell anybody not to join, because it can give you so much greatness, but you have to know what you want to do, and you have to know that this is something that you want to do, the military. And that is all I got for you guys. I hope this closes a chapter for me. I might still talk about story times from the military and stuff like that, but I hope this closes a chapter in my YouTube so that I can move forward with making different content. And it just opens up a new chapter in my life, in my YouTube life. If you do unsubscribe because I won't be talking about military stuff anymore, then go ahead and do that. I do not blame you. I'm not the same girl that you subscribed to in the beginning. So yeah, you can go ahead and do that. I will not have any hurt feelings. I will not be hurt or nothing like that, because I understand. But if you do stick around, that's awesome. Thank you. I hope you guys liked this video. I hope it was helpful for some of you girls and some of you guys, if there's any guys who even care, because I know most of the questions are from girls. So yeah, I hope you guys got something out of this video. Thanks for watching. I hope it wasn't too long, and I hope I wasn't blabbing too much. So thanks you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. Okay.